Okay, welcome. Today I'm going to be doing some EFT tapping, and in particular around the subject of grief. Maybe recently you have lost a loved one, or maybe you've got a lot of grief coming up, maybe things coming up globally, and you're just feeling that grief bubbling up. So we're going to do some tapping. And what I invite you to do, if you don't know the points, is just to find another video online which will teach you the EFT points. What I'd like you to do to start off with is just to check in on a level of 1 to 10, 1 being a little, up to 10 being, maximum grief, really, really sad. Just check in with yourself. How do you feel at the moment? So might it be very raw, say a 7 or an 8, or maybe it's a 3 or a 4. It's just checking in, where is my level of grief at? And the reason we do this is at the end of the tapping we then check in again, and you can see, it's really shifted. And the idea is that if it starts off at an 8 and it goes down to a, say, 6, the idea is you then carry on tapping. So at the end of this exercise, you can then do the exercise one more time, just to take it, say, from a 6 down to a 4. So we start off with the karate chop point. So even though, and just repeat these words out loud or in your head. Even though I'm feeling this grief, I deeply and completely accept myself. We're just tapping here, side of the hand, karate chop point. Even though I'm feeling such grief, I've lost a loved one, someone who is very special to me. Maybe it was recently or a while ago, but I'm still holding this grief, and that's okay. I deeply and completely accept myself. Even though I'm feeling this grief, this sadness, I have tears that want to bubble forth. I deeply and completely accept myself. So then moving to the top of the head, feeling this grief. Top of the eye, all this grief. Side of the eye. I'm finding it a challenge. Under the eye, to give space for these feelings. Under the nose, I'm keeping myself busy. On the chin, because part of me is frightened of this sadness. Under the collarbone point here, and then under the arm, and that's okay. Top of the head. Today I give myself permission. Top of the eye, to feel this grief. Side of the eye. I really miss them. Under the eye. They were very special to me. Under the nose. And these tears are welcome. On the chin. Today I give myself space. On to the collarbone to feel these tears. Under the arm, and I stop right now and I breathe. Top of the head, and I feel this grief. Top of the eye. Maybe I feel grief for others too. Side of the eye. Maybe it's not just the person recently. Under the eye. But other people that I've not grieved for too. Under the nose. And I really give myself the space today. On the chin. To feel this grief. Under the collarbone and let it go. Under the arm, all this sadness. Top of the head, all this upset. Top of the eye. Maybe I've lost a loved one. Side of the eye. Maybe I'm feeling grief about the current situation in the world. Under the eye, and that's okay. Under the nose, because what this tapping is doing is sending a peaceful signal into my being. Under the collarbone, there might be tears. Under the arm, but they're like a river, they flow. It's like a rain cloud that rains. Top of the eye, soon the cloud blows over. And the sun returns. Under the eye, dropping down into my heart. Under the nose, seeing that my heart is like a crucible. On the chin, transforming this pain and this grief. Under the collarbone, into open-hearted love and connection. Under the arm, yes, I miss them. Top of the head, and that's okay. Top of the eye, but they would want me to feel these tears. Side of the eye, and then move on. Under the eye, and that's what I'm doing today. Under the nose, I'm a brave and powerful soul. For feeling these feelings. Under the collarbone and letting them flow away. Under the arm, I want to be strong. Top of the head, and I am strong. I feel this sadness. Side of the eye. I feel this grief. And I let it go. Under the nose, moving more into my heart. On the chin, moving into my strength. Feeling peace flow over me again. And then under the arm, breathing in. And then breathing out. And then just holding the wrist point, breathing in. As you breathe out, just saying the words peace, peace. And just check in now. Going back to the SUDS level 1 to 10. How do you feel now? Do you feel like it's shifted? maybe just a 0.5%, half a number. So maybe if it was 7, it's 6.5, or 7, it's gone down to a 4. So if you still feel something there, it's just 5 or a 6, then I recommend you go back to the beginning of this and just do it again. And if it's quite soon after you've lost a loved one, then I recommend doing this once a day. It's just like you're giving yourself space. A lot of times we keep ourselves busy and we move here, we move there because we don't want to give ourselves the space to grieve. And yet it's really healthy for us to just let these tears flow. It's a normal part of humanity, these tears. And so I just recommend you give yourself that space once a day, just to go through and tap on this exercise as much as you need. So as always, please do comment below, or if you have any questions or anything you'd like me to tap on, and please, let me know. Okay, many blessings.